nitty gritty, bleeding purple my city. Don't score with the Steelers, no enemy. Ozing some Hennessy, catch us out stomping the yard. Candy yards, my foot McHenry. See, it's nitty gritty, Nick and Keith gon' get litty. 2 times a week, giving keys to the city. Tune and get with me. I got that, seeing the game little differently.
Welcome back. Episode 422, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk Radio Show. I go by the name of Roscoe English, and of course, I'm here with the flock. Got my guy Keys with me.
What's going on, y'all? How you feeling out there?
My man Keith, PJ.
Sco, what's up?
Salute to our brother Nick. All right, y'all. All right, y'all got 7 wins now. Y'all got 7, race to 7. Okay.
Part of the 7 club now.
Yeah, okay.
Barely.
7 club. Let's take it to the bank. Baltimore sweeps the Cincinnati Bengals, winning Thursday night 35-34. Lamar Jackson, 25 completions, 290 yards, 4 touchdowns. Joe Burrow, 34 completions, 428 yards. He had 4 touchdowns as well. Start with Keys. Outlook of this game, does it match the temperament of the room after this win?
I believe so. Especially defensively, what they coming out and saying, but what don't matter. It's nothing but words. It's not going to be sustainable. I mean, you can score 35 points, or whatever, how many points, but if your team don't have the ball last, you may be in danger of losing these games with this defense. We look at it without Lamar or Lamar playing the way he are. You're looking at a team that could potentially be 1-9 or 2. Like these wins, most of these wins are because of Lamar leading them back. And you down 20. Like for instance, Thursday you're down 21-7. Years past, that's over. You're done. Like you're not coming back from 21-7. You probably not even come back from 10-0. Like we saw in the AFC Championship game. You get down, you're not coming back in these games in the past. So, kudos to Lamar on the offense. We talk about every week. We talk about how great he is. Like I said, he's clearly, he could potentially win another unanimous MVP if the Ravens play, win games. But that's up in there because now we got to talk about his defense, man. We've been saying it for a couple weeks now. Zach, he's just not ready. He can be, like I said, he's got the potential maybe to be a great coach one day, a good coach one day. But right now he's not ready. It's looking bad. And how I judge coaching, is not really to me about that, the rah-rah, but it's about putting your players in the best position to win. And I feel like these defensive players are out of position every single play. It's like they don't even know the play. They can't get lined up. You got safeties coming down when you got Jamar Chase running past. Like it don't match. It don't make sense. Can he make adjustments? Like, can this guy? I haven't seen him make one adjustment. You go into the AFC Championship game last year. You play a bunch of zone against Mahomes. You see what he did to you. And Mike McDonald switches in the second half. He started playing man. More man, more press, different outcome. They went into this game with his playing the zone, Joe Burrow. And they continued this plan all day, all game. Even in the red zone, they zoning this guy. What you think Joe Burrow gonna do, man? You cannot play zone defense against Joe Burrow. So I don't know, like, where's this coming from? Where was the decision to let's go ahead and play because you play man and beat you over the top? You got to play better. But zone is not the answer. That's not the answer. You seen what Jamar Chase did. That's not the answer. To not put hands on him coming off the line is not the answer. Let him run around on your run away from your cornerbacks and get 1-on-1 with your safeties is not the answer. It may be the answer is get more pressure up front so we can take less pressure off the secondary. That could potentially be a problem there because they're not getting pressure. They're letting Joe Burrow dance in the pocket. They're letting quarterbacks dance in the pocket. So that's the issue here. So when the team come out and say like we find the secondary, we found with the guys we got, that's a lie. Like that's bad. Brandon Stevens hasn't been good. He's been terrible. Nate Wiggins is still young, so he's still learning. Marlon Humphrey is older now, even though he make the big plays. I mean, he's older now, but outside of Kyle, the safety group is probably the worst safeties in the league outside of Kyle Hamilton. So if he can't play in 10 days in Pittsburgh, that's a problem. Because we said we got on Eddie Jackson, we talked about how bad he was, and Marcus Williams was just as bad Thursday, man. So if we talking about personnel, you know, if you find with the guys you got, then they need to be coached better. And if you can't be coached better, then you need to get a new coach. And I think that's what this comes down to. Zach Orr is not the, you know, he's not the answer right now. But shout out to Cincinnati, man. It's one thing to know you got an advantage. It's one thing to, you know you got you know that Burrow to Chase is superior. It's another thing to be able to execute the shit, and they executed to perfection.
They exploited it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's one thing to know that it's there. It's another thing to take advantage of, like you said. I mean, like I said, I told you this. I don't want to see them. I'm good on them. I don't need to see them. You know, seeing them on TV and seeing them in person, it's real. They are real deal. And I think even against a good defense, they can do that. And it just so happened that we such a terrible defense that it looks crazy, but I think they could do that against anybody, honestly, if you give Joe Burrow time. So I'm good. It's good to get the sweep against them, but I mean, we come with that win on Thursday happy because we 7-3. It's and your offense is still playing like the best offense in the league. Other than that, you're not coming out of that game at happy at all because it's a game that you probably should have lost. Save Marlon Humphrey big turnover on that play. You know, it's not looking good. Like it's not. It's every week they say we make adjustments. I hear Marlon say we got the players. No, you don't have the players. You do not have the players. Because if it's not the scheme and it's the players, and you saying you do have the players, then it's a scheme then. So, but I don't think it's the scheme. I really don't think you have the players. Like I think it's a combination of both. Where the defensive coordinator is not getting, I don't know what they're practicing. Because it's not going over to game day. It's literally not. Like you go up 28-21, the next play you give up an 80-yard touchdown pass. Like that's unrealistic, though. That's video game. That's Madden type stuff.
Yeah, it's Madden.
That should never happen. I mean, you got goals to try to go to a playoffs, win the championship. So, like I said 2 weeks ago, I stand on it. This is not a good football team. Yeah, you got good separate parts. You have a good offense. You have a good punter. You have Kyle Hamilton playing like the all-pro safety is. You have Marlon Humphrey falling, getting timely turnover. You have Justin Meadowroot having 3-sack game. But this is there's a lot of individual parts. It's not a complete team. It's not a good team. Because when we talk about good teams, you got to at least be average in all phases. You got to be average on offense, average on special teams, average on defense, and you may be great one of those areas as long as you're average number two. Great offense, average special teams, and ass defense. I mean, you're not a good team. You just can't be a good team with that defense. You're not going to win anything with that defense. But as a Raven fans, what do you do now? The trade deadline is all. You're not getting nobody. So to like Nick said, you just have to outscore people. But I don't think you can, go into the playoffs expecting to outscore Pat Mahomes or outscore Josh Allen. You just could be lucky and had a ball last. Shout out to Lamar, shout out to the offense. But yeah, it's bad, man. That defense, I have never seen a defense like this. Not even in Baltimore, but in general. Like it's been teams that had bad defense, but they don't give up chunk big plays like that to the same person over and over again. It's the thing. If Jamar Chase kills us for 3 years now, he's doing the same thing to this defense. Where's the adjustments at? What is changing? We see this over and over again. He did this in Cincinnati earlier this year, almost the same exact thing. Catch the pass, break it for 60 yards, no untouched. That's ridiculous in NFL football. To let the same player keep beating you over and over again, the same thing keep happening over and over again. Some changes got to be made. Harbaugh's got to be made, but who knows what changes that he's going to make.
Before you go, Keith, I'll ask this question. Is this if it is not a player thing, scheme thing, how long do they go? Do you hand over the play call and the Dean piece? And if so, do you think that would change anything at this point?
Because Keith been saying it for long. It's been worse since he got here. It ain't nothing.
Yeah, the numbers up since he got here.
Nothing ain't changed since he's been here. So it's like now it's like at this point, like it's like they resigned to ride this shit out, and it's not going to work. I think they should have been stripped the play calls from after like week 4, because you can see the writers on the wall there. Non-communication, and definitely after you let Jameis Winston look like an all-pro quarterback, something needed to be changed there. You come in against a rookie quarterback, and like I said, Bo Nix probably had 3 touchdowns and he missed throws. So that's not, you can't, as a Ravens fan, you're not walking fan and say, we level up 10 points. Oh, Bo Nix missed a lot of throws. The throws that Joe Burrow ain't missed. The throws Pat Mahomes not going to miss. The throw Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, whoever, Justin Herbert, they not going to miss these throws. So you get lucky by playing Bo Nix. You get lucky that you get the ball last, or that Cincinnati decided to go for 2 there. That's luck. That's not winning defense. That's just luck. So yeah, I think they should change it, to answer your question. I think they Ben should have changed it, but it's Harbaugh. He loyal to his guy. So will we get a change? Probably not. And it's going to look the same. It's literally going to look the same, especially without Kyle Hamilton if he can't play.
All right, Keith, shoot to you. Pretty sure your outlook's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same. But I mean, you talk about Harbaugh and the whole Zach Orr thing, and I sort of been on the. I kind of we said the writing been on the wall with Zach Orr since like week 1 or week 2. But I mean, how accountable can Harbaugh keep someone when you use 2 timeouts in the first drive and you ain't even had an offensive snap yet, and you down to 1 timeout, which ultimately came to play at the end of the half when Deontay can't get out of bounds and so on and so forth. But it comes down to me, it's foundational at this point. It's like it's no accountability within that building. The only person who got to be accountable is 8, because he the one who got to answer for anything, win or lose. It's not Harbaugh with the rah talk and all of that. But as for the game, I just thought that was piss poor to even start a divisional game and you 10 minutes into the first quarter with 1 timeout. Like that's not winning football just from a coaching aspect. Now, from the game aspect, I mean, this offense is who we think it is. I mean, it's matured week by week. Lamar continues to get better week by week. They can score with the best of them, but when you have that type of defense on the other side, like that's going to be the Achilles heel of this team ultimately. I mean, and it really showed you how good Lamar is, because Joe Burrow's defense is not this bad. But look at his record. Mm-hmm. Lamar's 7-3 with this defense. Like, that goes to show you, like, he's really carrying this team right now. I can't say enough about him, just the plays he's making. The one play that he makes where he's like at the 30-yard line and he gets it all the way down to like the 1. And it's just like, how? Like, he's a magician in that aspect. But the Ravens, that's not going to cut it going into the team we got to play next week. And we'll get there, but that type of performance won't cut it defensively. The Bengals did what they do. They didn't run the ball. They used the screen. They used the screen game a lot of times for their run game now without mixing there. And, I mean, you just can't. Trent Simpson, bad positioning. Nate Wiggins at times, bad positioning. Roquan Smith, bad positioning. Like, it's almost like we've talked about this stat that Harbaugh brings up, the close catch stat of how hard we defend teams from almost catching the ball, but yet they still catch the ball. It's like they're there, but it's no feel right now. It's just, and I think at this point it's scheme, because the personnel for all intents and purposes is the same outside of Clowney and Geno Stone back there. The personnel is essentially the same from last year. So the performance doesn't match up, and to waste a potentially record-setting offense with this sort of defense, it's just a sad day in Baltimore when you watching teams go 30, 40 points on us, 400, 500 yards passing. Like, I was showing Keys the top 15 pass yard performances against the Ravens all time. Joe Burrow has 4 of those in the top. He has 4 of the top passing yards all time against the Ravens in the top 15. Like, that's just how lethal he's been against us. Now, don't get me wrong. He's 1-6 against Lamar at this point. So it's not equaling out to wins, but boys, he
not losing
because
of him.
It's not Joe's fault. That's for sure. His defense just can't stop a nosebleed too. And I mean, they had the ball last. They had every shot to win. I'm not mad at the call. They talked about what's the Tampa coach name? Bowles and his decision Monday night not to go for 2. You kind of saw Zach Taylor. I think in that opportunity, you don't want to give 8 the ball back. But with 38 seconds left and you get touchbacks now at the 30, maybe you got to go 30, 40 yards. But then you still got to talk about Tucker, because he left us in a tough bind. He missed the extra point. So like I say, this team is like he says, it's a lot of good parts, but it's also when you look at the sum, it don't look that good. Because despite all of that, I mean, that extra point could have cost you. Luckily, we go score, we get the 2 points, we even it out. But this is not a recipe for success when you look at the upcoming schedule. You're going to Pittsburgh, you're going to the Chargers, you come home to have Philly, the Eagles. I mean, it's you seen the long ball from Hurts to AJ Brown. You seen Hurts and Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Chargers might not throw the ball that much given Greg Roman, but you seen George Pickens, you seen Calvin Austin the last few weeks, you seen Russell Wilson, and now y'all gonna run the ball a lot more than Cincinnati did. But even still, I mean, when you look at that on tape and you're an offensive coordinator, why wouldn't you want to continue to exploit that?
Yeah, I saw Joe threw 56 times, but at this point, I know y'all are top in the league in stopping a run, but you're last in passing, so you gotta.
Why not just come out and throw?
Yeah.
Even if, like they said, the Bengals using the little 2-3 yard screen passes,
the
that's
run
their
game.
run game now.
Yeah,
it keeps our defense on their heels, and when you can't stop a nosebleed, and I mean they had the 2 little 4th and 2 stops, cool, but that's more so on the Bengals just throwing deep balls and not converting. I just don't know if we a good football team right now. I feel like that was the feeling in the locker room post game, that it's a lot of work that need to be done, and they got to look in the mirror over the next 10 days before they go out to Western Pennsylvania and really. I mean, you 7-3, it looks good, but it don't smell good.
Mm-hmm. I know Nick has said this a lot, and at this point, I think we all agree with him. You gotta just throw all your eggs in the basket on offense. But how do y'all feel about the move to waive Yannick in favor for Keaton, who was healthy, got a couple snaps, and Yannick gets picked up off of waivers in a couple days by New England? Y'all don't have a pass rush. Not saying that he's Bruce Smith or Reggie White or anybody like that, but when you don't have anything, how does that move make you feel?
Yeah, I thought it was a bad move. I don't think that it was well thought out. Like, you can find somebody's roster spot other than the area that's struggling on one of the areas that's struggling team, to get rid of somebody. Especially when you need the help, because Ojabo, he was terrible. Yeah,
I didn't even see him. I'm not even trying to be funny. I really didn't know.
No Jabba.
Yeah, like, I mean, so it's like you get rid of Yannick. Came here and won 2 games, 3 games, had 1.5 sacks, had quarterback hit. So he was there. He got a damn team ball at one of the games. How you get somebody team ball and then cut him the next week? That's the Harbaugh type stuff. For somebody, and then you cut him, or you release him, whatever, leave him away for somebody that, granted, Keaton gonna have a big future in Baltimore, but I don't think it's this year. I don't think this is the year where he's gonna be able to make an impact with the way Derrick Henry playing, like offensive player of the year, and Justice Hill the way he's playing. So it's like, where do you crack? Like, where if he came back healthy in the early year, you can maybe get him in a rotation. But now you're gearing up to, it's about to be December. It's about to be January. And what happens when it get cold outside is you're gonna need them extra pass rushers, man. You're gonna need a player like Yannick, a veteran. I just think like the movie. I can say if he came here, he would just horrible, but he's playing well. He's playing decent, better than better than Owe and Ajabo and whoever. So yeah, I ain't understand the move. I don't like the numbers crunch. I don't know who else they could have released or who else they could have let go. But I ain't like let Yannick go. Not from that position group, because that position group is probably which needs the most help.
Yeah, I mean, they need a whole lot of help. I mean, we didn't even really get to talk about it, but the Bengals came in. It was just Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
T. Higgins didn't play. They didn't even have Orlando Brown, one of their top offensive linemen, and yet you still. Joe Burrows was stepping up into the pocket all night, like they was parting the Red Sea for Joe Burrows essentially, like in. I don't know. It's just it sucked to come in here 7-3 and feel like this, because like you see it. We not blind. Like it don't look good. It's not a good product defensively right now. And like, can they get the one stop? Sure, but what happened when they don't?
Mm-hmm.
What happened when them teams converting them 4th and 2s and those possessions not really empty?
Or Chase Brown, bum ass, don't cough up the ball up 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
that was a turning point.
because that was on the way to a rout. If
Yeah.
we're being honest, they was
Yeah.
about to go down and score again. It was about to be 28-7.
Yeah, that was
Like,
definitely the turning point. And
So-
they had Tylen Wallace looking like I don't know what receiver, but
Yeah.
didn't look like
and
himself.
that brings me to the point if Tylen Wallace looked like that, why you went and got Deontay Johnson?
And then this guy's tweeting after the game. This guy.
I was gonna ask. It's only 2 games in. It's 2 games in, but the outlook so far with brother Deontay. I did see the tweet. What did he say? 2 sides to a story.
Yeah, 2 sides to a story. Who
It's a
knows?
bad
Who
tweet
knows what
to
he's
me.
talking about?
I
Who
hope
knows
he's
what
just talking about his John or something, not the Ravens.
Who knows what he's talking about? And what's the point of that? Like, dog, like. So all this shit is true. Then everything that was said about him is definitely true. Like this guy was the Ravens trying to score. This guy's laying on the ball instead of running back and giving the ball to the first running back to the huddle. Like what the hell are you doing? So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like I said, he need to get more in the playbook or whatever. But it don't look good 2 weeks in. And like I said, like you said, if Tylen Wilder's gonna go for 3 for 115, no plays like that. What the hell? We like what Deontay Johnson here for the block? Be a decoy? You could have used that and them picks that went and got Marshawn Lattimore. So yeah, I mean, it's not when things happen like that and you tweet at the game, like, come on, man, this is not what we're doing.
Yeah, that looked like the Deontay we sent to Carolina for a reason. Like, we gonna send you to purgatory because, like, nah. But
what was your thoughts on the game?
From
an AFC North lens.
I was in a trick bag because it's like, all right, I hate both of these teams. I would have loved for y'all to take a loss. Not to say I'm not worried about the Bengals with their record, but I can take them getting a win outside of y'all. Like, y'all having 4 losses, knowing that we play y'all. Now, of course, we gotta get past our game. We'll talk about that. But y'all having 4 losses going into week 10, that would have been lovely. But when I saw that Marlin fumble, I said, "Oh, there you go, there you go." Because Keith, you're right. How the game was going, they were at least getting a field goal, but 9 times out of 10 they was getting a touchdown. So you go up 28-7, that comeback looks a little different. I mean, credit to y'all didn't really take out Derrick Henry. I was surprised by that. Like, y'all kind of outside of the first game where Derrick Henry didn't play the whole third quarter. Y'all kept him in. Y'all really stuck to y'all guns, and Lamar gonna be Lamar. But that looks different 28-7 than 21-7 with a turnover and you driving now. And that flipped the switch.
You can still run the ball 21-7 with that field.
Yeah. And credit to y'all, because usually, like Keith said earlier, if y'all went down 10, it was bombs away. So credit to y'all did keep them in there and stuck to your game plan. But once I saw that, I said, yeah, nah, this is you can see why the teams that they beat, even with the weapons that they have, are all under 500. Good teams don't do that. Good teams just don't do that. And then the defense, that was a lot to ask. They stopped y'all for a whole half. Like, they really stopped y'all for a half. 3 and outs. Y'all weren't sustaining drives on the offense. They did the complimentary part of it. Like, yo, we got y'all the ball. It's time for y'all to. And that fumble killed them.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Keys and I be watching the game together. When the Bengals went on that first drive, I think it was 12 plays, 70 yards. I told him we about to come out and get a 3 and out. And what we do, and he might tell you, but Lamar came out and took the long shot. He had the underneath route wide open for 15, 20 yards. Like, it's just sometimes, like, we down 7-0, and it's like we try to get the 7 back in one play. Like, run your offense, run Derrick Henry. Be fine with that. Like, I think it was a 3rd and 2, 2nd and 2 the other day. They ran Justice Hill. Why do you have Derrick Henry? Why are you running Justice Hill in a short yard situation? Like, that don't make no sense to me. Like, that doesn't add up. So, I mean, you talk about the 3 and outs. The Ravens had 1, 2, 3. They had 3 and outs in the first half, and they came out in the third quarter with a 3, opened up with a 3 and out. You come out the half with a 3 and out.
Yeah, that's asking a lot for a defense. I mean, the way that y'all offense has been humming this year, to get 4 3 and outs against y'all, they did their part. But once that levee broke with that fumble, and you get that offense, all right, now we back in this. You give them that confidence. Yeah. Now, hey, the Bengals went out and they were still scoring. They scored 34 points. Like you said earlier, I agree with Zach Taylor going for that 2-point conversion because at that point, my defense has not shown the ability to be able to stop number 8. So I'm trying to get out of here with a win. And shit, what's their record?
And
3 and whatever?
I seen the way that Tucker kicking too. So I'm thinking even more why not? Because even if they get the 40 yards, like
them 55, 57, 50, they not locked in. Hey, what's up, Nick? They not locked in like they used to be. But yeah.
What's good,
Your
man?
outlook on the game, Nick. What's up, Nick?
What's up? We talking about the Bengals?
Yeah, yes, sir.
As far as that game, man, I was it was one of those games where you just had to come out and just make a play and be the last team to make that play and the last team with the ball. You felt it through the air. It was one of those quintessential division games where you have a team come in, their record doesn't kind of indicate how good of a team they are and can be. But your history with that team, their familiarity with you, and vice versa, it just sets up one of those battles to where, even if you're giving up point after point after point, you never feel like you're out of the game just because this team, their strengths, their weaknesses, and you just have to stay the course. And I think as far as the first half, it won't be talked about much, but I think the defense was key in the first half. The Ravens' offense is like we were sleepwalking the entire first, and it was one of those situations where it could have been ugly, right? Coming out of that first half, it could have been real ugly with the amount of 3 and outs that we were having. We couldn't consistently maintain drives. I think they scored on the first drive, and then I think they scored on the first drive. We got the ball, and then on third and 4, it's our first drive. We ran the ball with Justice Hill. Play calling. Play calling by Monken in the first half wasn't the greatest, and they really could have applied a lot more pressure than they did. The defense was getting key stops in the first half, and to only allow them 2 touchdowns, I thought was awesome. Now, how things unfolded in the second half, I think Joe Burrow came alive, and part of it, when he came alive, it was an unease in the stadium, because it's like, okay, guys, a lot of fans in the stadium were saying, we scored over 40 points last. Like, where's the Ravens offense from last week? You got to understand, this ain't the Broncos, number one, and number two. Broncos defense was a little overrated. As a team, I just don't think they were ready to compete against a team like us on the road. They needed that experience. And when you're playing the Bengals, it's a completely different team. It's a division game. It's a different week. And things don't always carry over from week to week. That's just not how it goes. But as far as, how we responded to the Bengals and Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, I mean, goodness gracious, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Like, that was an all-time performance by Jamar Chase. And I think what is beautiful about it, like, it's ugly, but what's beautiful about it is the fact that Lamar didn't flinch. Lamar looked at that on the other side of the field, with his defense just giving up ass pretty much. Just it was crazy. Like, they were just out there just say, have me, take me. And Lamar was like, you know what? Don't even trip. Like, I'm gonna make sure that we at least have a chance here. I just need you guys to make, one key stop in that fumble. I think that was a game changer. Recovering that fumble, giving us a short field and allowing us to put some points on the board quickly. Keyword quickly. It allowed us to feel a lot better about ourselves because it was 21-7 at a certain point. It felt like the game could get away from you if you don't make a play. And, we made that play on defense. Derrick Henry ran it in for a touchdown after Lamar did some amazing Lamar Jackson stuff. And then from there, once it was 21-14, felt like it's a game. And then again, it came down to getting another key stop. The next drive that they're scoring, we get a stop. And then Tylan Wallace has that 84-yard touchdown pass. Now the game should have been tied, but Justin Tucker's a different conversation. So long story short, man, going band for band, we've been going band for band all season. Lamar Jackson, the offense has shown that we can do that. And what was pleasantly surprising is this felt like January. The first half felt like the PTSD we felt in January, where you're down, you're getting manhandled. You can't really run the ball because you don't have time of possession on your side because you're not maintaining drives. What are you going to do to get yourself not only back in the game, but to put yourself in position to win the game? And we showed that, at least in the regular season Thursday night, that we could do that.
I just wanted to ask you, because I asked them. I know you've been all in on the offense, and we all agree that's where your bread and butter is. But y'all did waive Yannick for Keaton, and Keaton's healthy. But with the lack of pass rush, and I'm not acting like he's Bruce Smith or Reggie White, but did you agree with that position to be the one that you released to make a roster spot?
Somebody mentioned Eddie Jackson, right? So if we're trying to do a roster crunch, because I get it, like Keaton Mitchell, they activated his practice window, related to IR. So at a certain point, you do have to make a roster decision. But you bring in Yannick, you need the depth, and he's not a premier Hall of Fame pass rusher, but he is somebody that has had success in the NFL, albeit probably on other teams in different schemes. But at the same token, you need bodies at this point. We saw on Thursday, I mean, Joe Burrow, there was pressure on Joe Burrow, but it wasn't enough pressure. When you're a half second late, that's not good enough. Mm-hmm. When you're getting your hands on his waist, but you can't bring him down, and he's still able to at least throw the ball away, or he's checking it down to his tight end or his running backs and getting positive yardage, that pressure didn't amount to anything. If the pressure is good enough to stop Jamar Chase from catching a slant and going 80 plus, cool. But you got to do that consistently, and it wasn't done consistently. And when it wasn't pressure, you saw what Jamar Chase was doing to us. So I don't understand the move when you have people like Eddie Jackson or others, that probably could have maybe passed or cleared through waivers, and putting Yannick in that position to where he's available to a team should they want him. The Patriots jumped on it, and again, he's a guy that has had NFL success. I don't know where he is in this stage of his career as far as NFL interest, but clearly somebody thought they could use him. And I just thought it was a little risky given the need for the position, and you don't really need a third running back behind Derek right this second. I think Justice Hill has played good enough. Actually, he's played very well to where you don't have to sacrifice a Yannick for a Keaton right now. But I get it. It was a roster decision, and they're high on Keaton. We all are. But, when you have Derrick Henry, and then I guess that leads to another question, like, what's the role for Keaton going forward?
That was my point. Like, you when you got Derrick Henry playing well in the way Justice playing, Keaton is not really going to – it's not the early in the season, so he's not going to be able to crack the rotation right now. You can't implement him right now when you about to start playing November, December, January football. It's not enough time. So I agree. I find somebody else to get rid of, not Yannick.
It was I saw him on kick return, right? And I'm assuming that as we continue through the season and we try to pull back some of Derrick's usage because we want to keep him fresh and healthy for January, maybe that's where you slide in Keaton as far as the lightning to his thunder, and then Justice Hill maybe can be the third down guy. So pass protection, he's still that guy to try it out there. Still can put him on those wheel routes. Still can have him as a receiving threat or third down draws. But I think that main primary rushing guy, maybe that's what they're earmarking Keaton for. But again, you got to do some more creative roster management, because getting Yannick off of waivers was something that was surprising, when it occurred for the Ravens. And it's like, I don't know why you would just make him vulnerable when you don't have the depth. And, the guy, I didn't hear Ojabo's name a lot. Maybe you guys saw it differently on the TV. It's, but I didn't see his name a lot. I saw Owe with the pressures. I saw Owe, a couple steps or a half second late to getting to the quarterback. I saw him,
Mr. Almost.
I
When he
saw
was
him.
doing this.
I saw him.
I cannot believe he did that shit.
Yeah, he did. Like, that's a nasty work, bro.
But that's what happens when you have an entire, fan base or media base where they'll hype up those things, the almost stats, the almost next gen stats, pressures and separation. And shout out to Bateman too. At this point, like when it's nighttime, I'm gonna bet on Rashad Bateman. when it's after 7 p.m. and it's brisk and it's dark outside, like that's when Rashad Bateman shows the best him. If it's something where it's sunny or it's a because when have you seen Batman in the daylight? Like when you watch the cartoons or the movies, you don't be seeing Batman fighting crime during the day. Right, it's always at nighttime, and it's like, why nighttime, Batman? Like, what you think people don't get robbed during the day? Is people got guns, Batman. They need you.
Yeah.
And I'll be saying the same thing about Bateman. Yeah, we need you during the day too. But shout out,
we need you in the sun.
You turned up, and him and Mark. Like, this is random, but I'm just trying to get my shit on. That pass to Mark Andrews.
Which one?
The touchdown.
Okay.
The touchdown late. I was in that end zone, right? So where it was caught is kind of where my seat was, like kind of corner of that end zone. To see Lamar place the ball the way he did. Now, mind you, we learned afterwards that it was one of those Travis Kelce type plays where he reads the defense, reads Lamar, looks at Lamar. Lamar reads the same thing, and he makes an adjustment on his route, mid route. Lamar sees it, and they connect on a play, and to see how he put it over two defenders, nothing but touch. It was accurate. It was like one of those clean balls where you don't have to do much, just let it drop in your hand like a pillow. And to see the accuracy involved with his game now, the precision. I've never ever seen Lamar play, and I've been saying this all year, but like it's getting ridiculous how well he's playing. And when we've seen MVP heights, he's having a year 2 times better than last year. And I felt like last year he was in control of the league and in control of the team. But golly, he's going crazy.
You're talking about through the same weeks, he had 10 touchdowns compared to 24 now. You can't argue. Like if you are, you just a hater. You just a hater. But I will ask y'all this before we get into commercial. As great as he is, we used to ask early in the season confidence level, especially once y'all rung that winning streak off. Right now, though, what's the confidence level? Is it with the defense? Does eight keep you afloat, or do you have to temper some things?
Yeah, like I said, I'm like a 6.5 just because Lamar. Okay. Like I can't go higher than that. Like I'm feel like a 6.5, whatever that is. C. I'm like a C average. C plus maybe, and that's only because of Lamar. That's only because of what he can do. Because the defense is a F. Like you have to at this point you have to expel the defense. Like you have to get them out of school. So it's like, I'm like a 6.5. Like I said, like if I feel like if Lamar has the ball last at this point, the Ravens are going to win. So that's why I can give them over the more than the 50 chance. But no, not with that defense, and not with Justin Tucker. Hell no.
Yeah, my confidence is like a 7.4, and 7.1 of that 7.4 is because of Lamar Jackson and just the offensive side of the football. Lamar, Derek, Zay, Mark, and then you can sprinkle in everybody else. I feel like we have something good on that side of the football, and if we go out in the playoffs, I hope that it's not going to be because of a slow start on the offense or because we're just not able to establish our offensive identity again. I think this year is the year that, at the very least, our offense shows up. Now, I hope this isn't the year in the playoffs where our offense shows up and our defense just totally abandons us, but that seems like it's the script this year, right? As far as the defense, man, I have no expectations for them. Zach or the communication, being the fact that we burned 2 timeouts in the first drive, part of it due to a replay, which was not necessary to replay. You saw it on the big screen. but also
and it was a yard or two, like
and yeah, what was the juice didn't meet the squeeze there. But not only that, but there was a timeout call because there was a defensive miscommunication. Too many people on the field, people not getting in the play right. So Zach Orr, those are conversations that need to be had. Brandon Stevens, I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. I know you already talked about Brandon, but Lord have mercy, it was bad.
Mans did the Lambo leap for no reason. like just go to the sideline. You ain't having one of them years to jump in the crowd.
Can't be getting a foot down.
Like people pushing probably out the crib. Like, let's get out here. Don't touch me. You're gonna affect me with that mid. But you got Marcus Williams out there, and I feel like Marcus Williams was a lot more engaged and passionate on the field, but it didn't necessarily lead to the results that we needed, right?
Was the back of your
goddamn cheerleader. I mean, if you want to be happy and jumping around, do that, but you can't play. Not with that.
Came down and Jamar Chase was all over. He was over top. Like, good God, he didn't even see the ball.
And it's bad when like people like John Gruden, who's a great NFL mind, who's doing great NFL content right now too. Before the game, he's saying like, "Yo, y'all see number 21? Yeah. If I'm the Bengals, I'm going after him every play." If John Gruden, who's on the couch with his mics, is saying that, what you think somebody like Zach Taylor, who's in the mix every week, going, man, and what you think the next coach is going to do? Or in the playoffs, you don't think they're going to try to isolate that matchup? Like at a certain point, I want to see more Nate. I ain't gonna lie, I just want to see more Nate. Like, hey, he's a rookie, throw him out there. I think he played really well. I think on 4 coverage opportunities against Jamar Chase, he didn't allow a catch. So
would you put him at the number 1 cornerback position at this point? Like, would you put him over there?
I don't see why not. I don't see how it can get worse.
It can't be worse. That's what I'm saying. Like, he got to be able to be faster and be that. At this point, and to your point, when you ask us what can we do, Sco, that could be an option. Put Nate over there. Put Nate over there at the number 1 corner and get Brandon Stevens the hell out of here.
At some point, you got to allow him to sink or swim. And I think he's been treading water, if not learning his strokes. Balls. Like he's been thrown in the deep end, and he's not drowning.
I'd rather him get the penalties he's getting from being too sticky than just be getting burnt out like Brandon Stevens. When you rather your cornerback be out there, being physical, maybe getting a holding penalty. Hopefully it's not on 3rd or 4th down, but getting a holding penalty instead of Brandon Stevens, let somebody come across his face and beat him down the field for 70 yards.
That was
the yak is
2 times.
Hold on. Keith gotta give his tape. But one more thing. One thing I will say about the defense is all season they have been getting the key stops. Like if it's 1 to 3 or 4 stops in the game that we need, the defense has provided that. And I think they did a good job of giving us the key stops. Now, the Jamar Chase yak, mossing us in the end zone, all those things is going to happen because this defense is this defense. But, even on like not fourth down, on second, on the 2-point conversion, yeah, there was some cheating going on both sides, and the referees are blind, but they've been blind all these seasons.
And I know Eric don't national points, but you don't call, like even if Lamar had got hit in the face, that's not a call that I'm screaming about. Like it's the last play of the game. You don't call those calls. Like let them decide on the field.
I don't think it affect.
Yeah, I don't think it did. I mean, it's egregious if the person catching the ball, you just yanking them down to the ground, or you twist, you in the quarterback face, you twisting. But them calls that make the break the game, man. And I appreciate the refs for not throwing a flag in that situation. And like I said, if the Ravens the offense that happened, I'm not gonna say and cry like everybody say, oh, they missed the flag. No, it ain't like you said, it ain't had nothing to do with the play.
All right, Keith, your confidence level before we go to break.
Oh, I'm a 7 right now.
Okay.
I'm a 7.
Y'all good.
Like I said, if the defense can give me a few stops a game, I mean, I know this offense could score with the best of them. It's just, can they get those stops? And yeah. So it's a big if.
Big ifs.
Yeah, big ifs.
I ain't never seen it like this, go.
Nah, I mean, just as a fan of football and being in this city.
Go being humble right now, but he's gonna be talking cash about us Monday.
They said Dean Pease had a headset.
Yeah, he was up top in the booth. It ain't help.
Yo, the worst thing is when the camera pan to Orr standing next to Harbaugh. What the hell can you learn from him? Stay away from him. Stay away from him. Like, it's no way you can be standing next to Harbaugh while you're trying to call defense. Stay the fuck away from Harbaugh. Like, yeah, that's making it worse, dog.
Steve Biscotti passed the diesel.
Man, they had Eric
Ah.
They said Eric DeCosta was looking like he should have traded for a pass rusher. He had his eyes wide open, like watching the defense. It's like, all right.
Oh.
It was definitely looking like Jimmy Neutron.
Let's go to commercial break. Nitty Gritty.
When I want some sports news, Nitty Gritty is definitely who I'm tuning into, man. They show up each week with that uncut, that raw, that unfiltered sports news.
They say the things that everyone else wishes that they can say, but they can't.
Every Tuesday and Saturday, I am locked into my favorite sports show, Nitty Gritty.
Nitty Gritty, the best show out right now. Tune in and listen, stupid.
All right, let's go behind the curtain. All right, Steelers off the bye. We traveled to Silver Spring to take on the Commanders. But before I talk about the game, we did make some trades, and I'll allow y'all to talk about who y'all acquired real quick too. We traded a fifth to the Jets for who I thought we were going to get the whole time. We got the husk of Mike Williams, and we also traded a 7th round pick to get a pass rusher, Preston Smith from the Green Bay Packers. As far as Mike Williams go, I mean, we've been seeing football this year. He hasn't been right since 2022. If he can still jump, if he can run a little bit, Russ gonna give him an opportunity to try to get try to get a catch or two. But I wanted somebody with a different skill set from George Pickens to really, keep the defense guessing. Somebody that can create separation. George, at this point in his career, he doesn't create the most separation, so I wanted to see something like that on the outside of him. But I mean, if this is what Arthur Smith wanted, if not comparing players, just skill set, if George Pickens is going to be your AJ Brown, and if you think Mike Williams is going to be Corey Davis, then all right, cool, I guess. I guess, but it was a 5th round pick that we got out the Kevin Dotson trade. We still have a 5th round pick, so we didn't lose much. It was an extra. So if you wanted to make a move and it wasn't going to be Cortland Sutton, we did try. I want to know the price for Slayton. We did call. We did our due diligence. I just don't think Omar Khan was willing to come off of more than a 5th for anybody. I just don't think. Which leads, and Adam Thielen, would he have been better? I don't. He's our age, y'all. He's 35. Like he old, but you made a move, which lets me know you do want to compete. You think you can do something instead of staying pat. You did do something, so salute to that. But we'll see what Mike Williams can do. I don't think it's much, so I'm not really high on that. But I do like the Preston Smith move because he is a run stopper. And with these games that we got coming up, you got Derrick Henry on the slate. You got Saquon on the slate. You're gonna need a run stuffer, and that lets me know you want to keep that rotation fresh up front. And he ain't been what he has been in previous years, but he's still viable. And for a 7th round pick, gives a fuck, right? Like it's a 7th round pick. I'll take that. So before I get in our game, y'all did get Tre'Davious White, what's left of him. So you can put him out there. I like how y'all skip past that.
Did y'all talk about Lattimore too?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We can talk about it next week.
No, I'm not going to interrupt y'all.
Yeah. No. We ain't talking about that yet. But they did conveniently skip over Tre'Davious White, Nick.
I mean,
for a reason?
I mean,
that's cool.
Listen,
I had to put him at safety or something. I don't know what corner. I don't know how he's gonna play corner. Like,
I mean, long as we don't got paid goddamn Jamal Chase no more. I mean, listen.
I mean,
we've seen vets come into our situation and be a little better than they were, but
I don't think he's Marcus Peters though. Not at this point in his career. All respect to Davis, he used to be great, but
just got put
torn ACL, torn Achilles. That's a lot.
Yeah, but that's not what I don't think. I'm not, and I don't think a lot of people. That's what we not expecting. We just need bodies, man. You got to be able to, like you said. I think the word around. I think just try to get one stop. Just try to get one, maybe two, and then get a ball to Lamar. But now is that you risking the point of making your offense score every single time they got the ball though, every single time.
All right. Like I said, we do take on the Commanders. We go to their crib. You see the season that they having. As usual, I start on defense. That offense is humming. Third in total yards. Think they're 11th in passing, 3rd in rushing. I don't think Brian Robinson Jr. is playing, so that makes it a little not easy, but takes a little bit off the plate. The big thing going into this game, they are great on third down. That's where we tend to struggle sometimes. So we got to get them off the field. Your rushing lanes. This is a guy that can exploit you with his legs and will. He's looking to. He's looking to. He wants to get out there. He wants to run, make plays. And if you get him out in open space, you're gonna have to hit him. He will take a hit. He is liable to take a hit. We got some guys that can hit. So
I already see what the angle is, Scott.
yeah, I mean, we got some guys.
Knock him out by any means, huh?
Hey, put it to you like, I looked over their schedule, right? And I was like, all right, Browns got a good defense. They destroyed the Browns. But I'm like, I mean, he ain't really had a welcome to the NFL moment. So, Jayden Daniels, what I want to do on this lovely
CJ Watt on the other side.
That's what I want to do. Trent Jordan Watt, I introduce you to Jayden Daniels.
You know what's so funny, yo? People,
what's up?
They saying, you got to smash him at the mesh point, and if we take a penalty, you lose the battle.
15-yarder. I don't care.
They want to smash him. They want to smash his head to the ground.
Yo, hey, you haven't had a welcome to the league moment. Guess what, my friend? And I like you. You are a great quarterback. You're gonna be good for a long time. But this week, you got Trent Jordan Watt on one side. You got Alex Highsmith on the other side. We're gonna welcome you to the goddamn league. Okay?
Not gonna lie. I thought about the same thing with Jamar Chase. Like I was on the same time and like, yo, somebody get a 15-yard penalty.
Nothing
they come out, yo.
Nothing debilitating.
It's too much, right?
A little short of Minka and Nick Chubb. Not
a little short or a lot. You blew out his knee.
No.
Every ligament.
A little short.
Little short. I'm not wishing injury on nobody. But welcome to the league. Like, what are we doing? We just letting this rookie come out here.
Put him on IR. Don't put him out for the year. Just put him on IR.
Welcome to IR.
No, I don't want Bo Nix to win Rookie of the Year by default, right? No. But what I will say is we just not gonna let you waltz to this shit. And right now, he came into the league like, yo, it's Lamar Jackson 2.0. Nah, fuck all that. No. Welcome to the league. But on all seriousness, we gotta get off the field on third down, or it will be a long game. It will be a long game. Now, defensively, they did trade for Marshawn Lattimore, but he's not playing this week. He's not playing this week. This defense can be had. And hey, week 3 of Russell Wilson, I might be a little confident to say, hey, we got an NFL offense that can exploit a defense that's not that good. I haven't been able to say that in a while. But, hey, run the ball, do what you do, and get your play action off. It's going to be a good game. I'm curious to see what Joey Porter can do against McLaurin. I'm confident in that. I'm confident in this game. I'm confident in this game that we can go in there off a bye as long as we don't go in there sleepwalking. You know how, a slow start, we are definitely acceptable to slow starts. But if you come out this bye focused, ready for what this game and what the rest of the schedule is looking like, I feel like we can come out there with a win, man.
Huge game for y'all.
Big game. Because, hey, I do not want to take a loss.
I mean, like you said, we always. Yeah, my fault. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to take a loss going into, the first time that this Ravens-Steelers week actually had some hype since we've been doing the show. It's been kind of anticlimactic since we've been doing the show, I'm not going to lie. But this is the first time where it's like, all right, we get this win. Y'all coming off a win. Let's fuck them up.
And I mean, it's going to say a lot about both teams, really. Because like I said, we all know you only can play who's on the paper, but neither of y'all really played any bona fide, like teams like that. So this a big game for both teams. I think you're gonna learn more about the Steelers in this game than anything. Because a loss, you're gonna say, well, the people are gonna say they haven't played anybody, but a win, they're gonna say, this team, got Super Bowl potential now. I think Washington is gonna be Washington. I think they're gonna be okay. I don't think that, like I said, I think where their franchise setup is more so getting Jayden Daniels better for the future. They're ahead of the curve now. Nobody expect them to be 7-2 right now. You good, So they want to win a game, of course. They want to, but they gonna be all right for the future. I think it's this a big game for the Steelers,
sure.
Especially like you said, to your point, Skull, with the Ravens next week.
And we go ahead, Nick, real quick.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
And we getting healthy. We get our starting rookie center back. That's a plus. Shout out to Ryan McCollum. He held it down. It wasn't really like a, you didn't drop off to Kendrick Green or anything like that. So that's a plus. You get Cordero Patterson back. Sutton is coming back off of suspension, so you add him into the mix in that secondary. Shout out to Beanie Bishop. He's been playing better since I called him out. And this is not a this or that. You mix them both in now, so you just make your secondary even more potent than what it is, which has been a pleasant surprise up to this point. So getting healthy at the right time, because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need it. It's some heavy hitters going down this stretch, man. You got the Bengals twice, Ravens twice, Eagles, Chiefs, mixing the Browns division. It's ugly, but the way that we built, the way that we play football, I'm confident against every week. Even Pat, I got my flashlight out too. I got my flashlight back, Pat. And I mean it this time. I was joking last time. I ain't really mean it last time. I mean it this time. I mean it this time.
You looking for him or
Christmas? I got a new flashlight for Christmas. And I'm turning it on. It came with the double D batteries. What's up? Ready. I'm ready. Look what Russell Wilson in his two-step has done to me.
Listen, you guys under Tomlin are 24-6 versus rookie quarterback, so very similar to us as far as success against them and success, in limiting those quarterbacks as far as how effective they are. But again, you saw with Jaden Daniels versus us, and Jaden Daniels this season, he's just not your typical rookie. It's his poise that's different. When he walks up to out of the huddle and walks up to the line of scrimmage, he just has a different type of command. He doesn't look like your typical rookie who's like has a million thoughts running through his head and just trying to figure out is everybody lined up correctly. He just seems like he's in command and in control at all times, which is why they've been so good down on third downs and pressure downs to that effect, and then also why he's been able to limit turnovers and be efficient in scoring opportunities. I think it's going to be something to where it's going to be a different challenge for you guys because, yes, you guys have been vulnerable on defense, not vulnerable to the point where teams are scoring a lot of points on you, but moving the ball between the 20s. That's where you guys have been vulnerable. And a lot of the times, we talk about key stops. Your defense is very consistent in making those bread and butter key stops that will change games and change scoring opportunities, whether it's picks in the red zone or strip sacks or limiting the field goals, so on and so forth. So I think one thing that's going to be a challenge for you guys is possibly, and we'll see how it goes, because you guys, again, Super Bowl level defense, I think he'll limit the key turnovers in scoring opportunities. So at the very least, they'll be leaving with 3 points if they get into scoring range in that regard. So I think that's going to put some pressure on the offense to have to keep up, and not saying that they haven't been doing so the last few weeks. It's just going to be interesting to see if you guys are trailing 17-10, how the offense looks, how efficient things are moving, what plays you run to. Do you stay committed to the run? Do you open it up for Russ and throw vertically? I just want to see, like, situationally how you guys are going to attack Washington, one, and then two, how the clash is going to look between their offense, their ability to score versus your defense and your ability to make game-changing plays. If the Ravens Bengals were game of the week, it's kind of tough to say that on a Thursday, but right. Like the regular quintessential Sundays, this is game of the week in my opinion. Like huge matchup, and you guys have a very good chance, but at the same token, I think the same thing for Washington.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm not coming in here. I think Keys has said he had heard that people saying we were going to smash.
That's the talk. Because they're rookie quarterback, and
it's different. And he, like Nick said, you talking about a rookie quarterback that's completing damn near 70% on third down. That shit is unheard of. So this ain't some just regular run of the mill. This is a Heisman winner, number 2 overall pick who is living up to the hype. So I think we can. Hey, This is up to Tomlin and Terrell Austin. Y'all got to throw up some zones, some exotic zones that he's never seen before. Shit, he's only been in the league for, I know he's old. He ain't your regular quarterback, but you can throw some shit at him that he ain't never seen to confuse him. You just got to confuse him once or twice. And that's where the turnover will come from. He hasn't been turnover prone, so.
And you said confuse him once or twice. I look at it also as TJ has to touch him once or twice too.
Oh, TJ.
It's something about TJ touching your quarterback that kind of discombobulates things, bro.
Get them white paws on him.
Yeah,
Get them white paws on him.
He's like the opposite of Catcher Freeman, or maybe he is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's gonna be another home game. We already know it's gonna be a home game for y'all. It's too close. It's too close to Pittsburgh.
A couple days ago, they had said 16% of the ticket sales up to that point was all Pittsburgh.
It's too close.
That's 4 hours.
No, 4 hours is too close. 4 hours is way too close.
They already talking about they
way
going
y'all
to
been playing.
they're gonna have towels and they're gonna have their so to combat the eye towel. Don't even try and play that game. Don't try and play that game. You fuck around and play Renegade.
Red towels.
Stop. Yeah, stop. So
towels, I should say.
Everybody, who's picking the Commanders? I'm not. So which one of y'all is? I know somebody want to get froggy.
It's just the. I mean,
we got one.
It's a tough
game.
Do it. I'll be on the island. Do it.
I got the Steelers. Go.
Oh, you riding with?
Lock it in. You already know what that means.
You know, man, it's a tough game, man. Because like I say, I believe in all the stats, the off the bye, the rookie quarterbacks. But I mean, decent quarterbacks can throw against y'all. I mean, Dak throw against y'all, A-Rod throw against y'all. Kurt was hurt, coming off the thing. Justin got hurt.
Stop that.
Kurt was hurt.
Kurt looked great the next week.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I'm gonna go with y'all. I'm gonna go with y'all.
You on the island, Nick? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with y'all.
It's the best island I could ask for.
just because defensively, I think y'all matter of fact, give me the Commanders, man.
Yeah.
I'm not riding with y'all. I think Jay ain't gonna be able to. I think Jay ain't gonna be able to do something against y'all. I really do.
All right.
But like you said, this gonna be a good. I hope this turn out to be a good game, man.
I'm gonna hit this button right now. And this is for you, Jaden. This is for you, Jaden. All game.
I'm fighting for my
Giants, Panthers, in another country. 9:30 in the morning.
So we ain't get it solidified that we not picking those dud games. We ain't get that right.
It's just the first one on the list.
Well, first off, let me you won last week, Sco. You was 13-1.
Nigga,
see how I did that, Sco? You ain't even come to me for the.
You know why? Because I had a feeling I was keeping track.
I started not to say nothing.
No, I was keeping track. When the Cardinals beat the Bears, I said, "Oh, wait a minute," because we was all chalk instead of that game. I said, "Oh, wait a minute."
What was your
13-1?
I chose the Bears.
What was the one loss
for Sco?
Yeah,
he chose the Saints.
Oh yeah. All of us chose them, man.
And so Keys, Nick, and I, we was all 12-2. Keys and I took the Bears, and we all know Nick changed his pick on Sunday morning to the Pats. So that leaves us at Nick still in the lead, 89-42. Keys and Sco tied at 86-45.
Wait,
I'm 85-46 in the basement.
Nick got how many wins? 89.
89. Yeah, y'all both have 80. Y'all both got 86. Yeah.
God damn.
Still 3 back.
Listen, man. I'm just trying not to choke it away, man.
Yeah, man.
It's about time it's somebody but me. I've been waiting for you to get somebody else but me. Yeah, he was about earlier.
But y'all was talking.
What I say earlier?
The man was sticky.
Oh God!
I was gonna say so.
Kept coming across Steven's face too. He said he did it twice.
Yeah. Wow. So wow.
But I don't own the soundboard, so I
had the review from New York. Like, all right, I gotta go back to replay for this one. But y'all was talking. I said,
you gotta keep the call the same in the field, Sco. It wasn't. It
was like, yo, you can't really challenge that pass interference, right?
I'm coming in for replay assists. I'm adding.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. Dude, New York hit me up. Gene Steratore was like, "Yo, your boy's wilding." All right, if you wanna ignore Giants and Panthers, I'm cool, but I think the Giants will win.
I'll go with the Giants.
I'm gonna go with the Giants.
I just don't know why this is the product that you send overseas.
Yeah. Nothing.
This a morning game.
It's Germany.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good for yeah. It's good. I mean, like, it's
don't
good
nobody
him
put
out the
no
way.
same game parlay in for this. That's all I'm
Nah,
saying right
nah.
now. Don't
Call
let
the
me see no
number if
same
you
game
do.
parlays.
I'll take an under. Going to Germany.
Yeah.
Now
I don't
that
wanna
would
touch
be
it.
nasty, like betting on Chuba and Tyrone Tracy and whatnot. Try and put in Daniel Jones props. That's crazy.
Yeah, Daniel Jones over 150.
That's nasty.
Is this 1, 2, 3? Or are you
Yeah.
picking Bryce Young?
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Patriots go to Chicago.
Yeah, I like the
Bears.
I like the Bears to bounce back. I mean, it's gonna be tough. I mean, they ain't playing that well. They not playing that well. They having to regress. Can they get over the Helmer? Can they get over? It don't look like it. Don't look like
And
it.
not the way they looked in Arizona last week too.
They putting up the same numbers that they was putting up with Justin Fields. It's the same shit.
Mhm.
Like literally, it's damn near mirrored. It's like
He has a rocket arm, and you can see the flashes and intangibles as a quarterback, but his accuracy, like sometimes I feel like he's just throwing the ball too hard, and the game just needs to slow down for him.
Mm-hmm.
You see that stat that Matt Eberflus, he 3-18 on the road, but he's 0-18 on Sundays, meaning that the 3 games was like, I guess, Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. He haven't won a road game on a Sunday. Or he's 0-18.
Well, he's home, so
like, and then I don't know what I was watching, but they was gonna allow the Bears talk. So when the Bears drafted Matt Trubisky, they fired the coach in the second year. So his second year had a new quarterback. I mean, a new coach. They did the same thing with Justin Fields, second year. Fired the coach after the first year, so the second year had a new regime, and now they saying it's going to happen with Kevin Williams. They're going to fire Eberflus after this year. In the second year, you're going to have a new coach. That's not how you build a franchise.
Yo, to be honest though, I don't know why they hired Eberflus because he's a defensive guy, and you had Justin Fields who you wanted to mold into something. So I don't want a defensive guy. Maybe hey, they need to.
If I bring in a new quarterback, I'm starting with a new coach, and that's just me. We're gonna have to do everything.
Yeah. Offensive coach at that.
I say him and Ryan Poles may both be on their way out the door.
You know, because Ryan Poles, he gave us Joey Porter Jr. for Chase Claypool, so he's great at his job.
He done done a whole lot that don't look good. I mean,
but he's great.
That's one of them.
He's great. Salute to him.
I mean, I got the Bears though, and saying all of this, if they get a win, you know, what are they 5-4? 5-4.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. That Bears defense is Drake May even playing? I
believe so. He should play.
If he playing, then yeah, that Bears defense, they're gonna turn him over a couple times. Pause.
And honestly, it's a big game if you look at it from the Bears' perspective, because I mean, when you look at the way the NFC North looks, they're not catching the Lions. So when you look at the wild card, now you're dealing with the Packers, you're dealing with the Vikings, and the NFC West is everybody got about the same record there too, and you still got the Commanders and the Eagles. So these are the wins that the Bears got to put together if they want any shot at playing in January.
That's a fact. Yeah, give me the Bears.
For sure. Me too.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Bills on the road at the Colts.
What's the line?
4 Buffalo.
I still like the Bills.
Yeah, I like the. It's probably not going to be as 4. What's going on that it's only 4 though?
No Keon Coleman.
I mean, they're on the road, and Keon, no Amari Cooper,
and they got Joe Flacco. The Bills should cover that though. I mean, they
probably 6.5, 7 at home. Maybe.
Yeah, they're a better team than the Colts. Josh Allen is playing like an MVP, but he's gonna be without Keon and Cooper. That's gonna be big. But I expect the Bills to continue to look like a playoff championship team in this game. They're hitting that stride, especially defensively.
Kincaid anytime.
I'm fitting to be Brandon Staley right now. Give me the Colts. Got a feeling.
Okay. Cool. My man.
Brandon. I go for 2. I go for 2 with 14 minutes left.
You just think they can get it?
I just think that the defense is playing a little better than they have in the past. And if you get physical with the Bills,
they look good against Darnold. Josh Allen is not Darnold.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold coming back to life. He about to turn into a pumpkin.
He ain't Josh Allen.
It happened a little slower than it usually did because he started like that with Carolina. He had like 3 good games with Carolina. Took a little while this time. But he turning the ball over a lot more.
To your point, Darnold, he definitely was reverting back to Darnold, but the difference between old Darnold and new Darnold is he got his ass back on track. Like, because before, once it got off the rails, it was off the rails. You know what I mean?
I got 18 too.
Yeah, like you gotta remember, like, oh wait, I got that guy.
I got the best receiver in the league right now. Hell yeah.
But not even that. It's just also the Colts defense. I mean, they have their defensive line healthy, and their defensive linemen, they have a good, collection of players that get pressure, and you don't have to send a lot of blitzes when they're all healthy. So that is a good thing that they have. But again, one thing that we don't talk about with Buffalo is they can run the ball with the best of them. And yeah, they're missing a couple of weapons, but Josh Allen has shown, that he doesn't have a problem spreading the football around. And being that he hasn't had to, put his body on the line too much this season, this might be one of those games where you see one of those old Josh Allen games where he's just lowering his shoulder and just getting first downs by any means. So if I'm the Bills and I'm seeing how the Ravens are playing, seeing how the Chiefs are positioning themselves, and just seeing how things are shaking out, I don't want to lose a game to the Colts, right? I feel like I gotta go handle business here if I'm the Bills.
We still got Bills Chiefs later this season, right? They still play each other this year, don't they?
It's next week.
They play next week.
All right, back cool. Yeah, so this is a big game for the Bills.
Give me Joe Flacco.
And the Steelers, I didn't even mention the Steelers at 6-2. Like, seeding and stuff is about to be important.
Broncos, Chiefs.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be division game. So, and the Broncos played them tough, but it ain't.
Justin Simmons not there no more.
Yeah. I mean, defense they still gonna play the pan tough. I don't think I like the Broncos with the plus 7.5. I'll tell you that. I think it's gonna be a divisional game. I think it's gonna be a one-score game.
Something clicked last Monday.
I think Kansas City a different team when D-Hop is that happy. Like when I saw Mans crying after the game and crying tears of joy, like Rick Ross, I was like, okay, this is about to be ridiculous, yo.
Something clicked last Monday.
You saw that catch between three people, like good God.
And the fact that he got that target, like they already in sync.
I trust you. I trust you in triple coverage. Get it done.
It's unbelievable. We got to handle number 15. We got to do something about him too, because
he got traded for a fifth.
And what's his ankles? What's up with his ankles? Like, is he a robot?
That was definitely a sprain MCL 3 weeks show. He's walking around right. Like, come on, man.
You seen him on quarterback last year? All that different stuff he do all week he got that LeBron.
I'm happy to avoid a major injury though.
Maga massage back there. That's what happened.
Lord have mercy. The first thing I thought about
went back there, touched them, brought it back together. Bow.
The first thing I thought about is, golly, like this is bad for football.
I thought it was done.
And then I was like, oh wait, it's great for the Ravens.
Came back out. Yo came back out there like Willis Reed. I said, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, trust me, I ain't got no cool. If I take it any way I can get it. If it's the injury route, I don't care as long as we get one.
Yes, get him, please.
It didn't last long, did it, kid?
You can't celebrate too early. You celebrate.
What I say?
I take it anyway.
I take it any way I can get it.
After Diddy, you can't say nothing no more. He's in the world, bro.
Oh no, Falcons, Saints.
Like Brandon Stevens is jumping into the fans too early.
Yeah, I'm glad it's y'all turn. Not me. But wait. Yeah, Falcons, Saints. 1, 2.
Yeah, fair Falcons.
I like the Falcons.
There's a lot of chalk on this. Seemingly.
I don't know how we win no money last week. We've been 13-1, 12-2 the last couple weeks. How we ain't win no money?
The
Saints killed us last week.
I'll be mixing in props.
Yeah, because they lost to the Panthers. Like, what the hell?
Yo, Zay Flowers killed my prop.
6 yards. Yeah, 6 yards, man. Everybody needed that 6 yards, man. Everybody.
He's going. And last week he went off. I was playing him in fantasy, and he was told my ass.
Just be happy as long as ain't nobody play Jamar Chase. That he had 60+ points.
No, that's not fair.
Like, you born in a Sunday, you might as well just wrap it up.
Yeah, don't even check it.
Go to church.
Yeah, don't even check it. 49ers, Buccaneers.
What's the line?
6.5.
C-Mac.
I like C-Mac's back. I like the 49ers.
Yeah,
it's time for them to find their groove.
Yeah, 4-4. They've been at this point before, and they turned it on around this time. Give me 49ers. Bucks don't have no weapons.
Baker, I will give him credit though. He's been playing really well without weapons,
Yeah.
and Cade Otton, the boy out here looking like Travis Kelce, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're going to be able to go band for band with the 49ers. Not in this situation.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Vikings, Jaguars.
Yeah, Vikes. I mean, it's gonna be might be.
Go ahead, do it.
Hell no! I saw you look. I saw you look.
Oh no,
yeah.
I was waiting for the 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay, 6.5.
Yeah, I take
Minnesota.
the Vikings.
Mac Jones is starting.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence is out. Get them out of here.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence out? I didn't even know that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
My bad for even asking.
They trying.
I was wondering why you was looking at me like that. I didn't know.
Brian Flores versus Mac Hammond at 6.5.
No
He gonna throw a pick 6.
Probably. He is gonna throw one.
I'm about to put that on.
You gotta take the Vikings defense for
the Vikings defense.
Fucking around. First score. Titans, Chargers.
1, 2, 3,
Chargers.
A lot of
Levis is starting too.
He's back.
I mean, might as well let him go out there be trash because homeboy trash.
Right, yeah.
I'm glad he's trash. That validates me.
It made you feel better.
Nate's gonna get the job done, man. Nate's gonna get the job done.
Like, wait a minute. What the fuck is going on?
He'll get another chance because Will Levis gonna do something stupid.
He's an old pumpkin. He the one you left on the porch and just withers away. It's like, oh, squirrels are eating it now.
Who's gonna clean that up? Not me.
Yeah, nah, I'm not picking that up. Are you fucking crazy? Nah. Eagles, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Dak is out for what, a month? Maybe more?
Longer than that, yeah. Cooper Rush, all right.
The scary part is Cooper Rush might be a better. Like he ain't going. Maybe he won't throw interceptions in the red zone. Maybe they'll get points out of their drives now. Who knows? But I ain't trusting him.
No, Cooper Rush gonna throw him on the 35 instead of the red zone.
I think Cooper Rush is like 5-1 as a starter. Because remember he went 4-1 in 2022 when Dak was hurt. You know, so again, I'm not picking the Cowboys, but Dak has been playing that mid to where I don't know if Cooper Rush is a downgrade. Like you can't get too much worse than what Dak was doing out there. Dak was not playing well at all. It was disgusting.
That's a fact. Yeah, give me the
1, 2, 3, let's go.
all right. We got Jets, Cardinals.
It's a tough pick.
Yeah.
What's this line?
1.5 Jets.
So what's Arizona money line then? They plus like 102, 103?
Plus 105.
Okay.
Arizona at home. Honestly, I think playing well, but I think the Jets are playing well too. I think they finally kind of they understand their target distribution and what they're trying to do. You know, they consolidated too with the Mike Williams trade, so they know what they want to do. A heavy dosage of Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson, and Devontae looked like he finally got comfortable to the point where some of that old Green Bay magic is reappeared. And honestly, there was some yards left on the field. I think in the first drive, you know, he missed them on a deep ball where he was wide open. So me personally, I'm probably going with the Jets only because they're just more of a desperate team and they need the win more than the Cardinals do. I think the Cardinals have been playing pretty good football this season to be 5-4. Looking at their schedule going forward, you know, Seattle, Minnesota, two games versus Seattle, which are division games, Minnesota, New England, Carolina, the Rams, and San Francisco. So it gets a little tougher towards the end, but you know, I still think the Jets, just because they need the game more, I would probably go with them.
They can't rush the passer, so Aaron Rodgers gonna have a lot of time back there. I'm gonna go with the Jets for that. I want to see that Sauce and Marvin matchup.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with the more desperate team here, the Jets.
Yeah.
But I won't be surprised with the Cardinals pull us out and just end the Jet season.
Give me the Cards.
I respect it.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad pick.
Yeah, I'm not mad. All right, there we go. We got good Sunday night game. We got the Lions versus the Texans.
Tank Dell questionable with a back injury, and Nico is questionable with his hamstring.
I like the Lions on the road.
He back.
Yeah, Detroit 3.5 point favorites on the road.
I like the Lions. I think given the way the Texans O-line has looked, Nick just alluded to Tank Dell and Nico Collins possibly not playing, being questionable, and if they do, being hampered. I don't know. It's a lot to put on Stroud and Mixon. I'm gonna go with the Lions too.
Yeah, I'm going Lions.
Yeah, I mean the Lions. It's just how they come at you. Like, not only are they able to run the ball efficiently, they're able to throw the
I
ball
got you, Keith.
efficiently.
I got you. I saw eyes lit up.
He's trying to get everybody. Look, he's trying to get everybody.
It's how they come at you.
It wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even that bad.
But I saw
that was egregious.
Saw his eyes.
He was like, "Get him!"
Yeah. It was like, "Yo, come on."
Yo,
I gotta be
Nitty
fair
wise.
with the distribution. But nah, I'm on point.
Yeah, now they do all the things that win football games, even with the play calling situationally. They always have a trick up their sleeve or something. You can't trust the Lions. There's something about them Lions. You just cannot trust them. You always got to keep your eyes wide open when they're playing. So saying that, I just think they'll be able to put a lot of pressure on the Texans, not only with the literal pressure with CJ Stroud in the pass rush, but just putting points on the board, time of possession, just taking the ball out of Joe Mixon's hands and forcing Texas probably to be more one-dimensional than they like. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? Nico might play. Tank, I'm sure he's going to play out, especially if they take it slow with Nico, being that they just activated him from IR Friday to practice. So they might want to see another full week of practice before they let him play. So I doubt if he misses that Tank sits down for a back injury. But if they both play, it's a little bit more interesting.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Dolphins, Rams, Monday night.
This is a good game too.
Yeah.
I like the Rams at home.
I like the Rams too. I think it's going to be a very close game. It's going to be one of these seasons where Miami plays a lot of close games with Tua, but they don't get over the hump. So they look back at their season like, wow, we have a lot of losses that we didn't expect to have, but we look at these games and all of them was close.
It's tough. I'll be scared to pick the Dolphins. Like, is Tua going to finish a game? Like, this is a legit concern. And the Rams, them two rookies that the Rams got on the defensive line, they hit pay dirt with them. Them boys get after it. So I'm picking the Rams.
Yeah,
I'm picking the Rams.
Rams scouting is quiet as kept. Like, I think they got an undrafted member in their secondary who has like four interceptions. Because I was reading something about Tre'Davious.
I said that I texted you that. I was like, the Rams scouting the part crazy. They got the boy from Miami, Kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
He took one back last week. Yeah. The thing about Tre'Davious, it was like, he had 4 DMPs. Like, they just said nah,
and he gave up 4 touchdowns. Like, you
missing 4 games.
It was like barbecue chicken.
Yeah, he's gonna fit right in there.
Don't put that in the atmosphere. I don't even like that.
We've been holding that stat back.
Welcome to the party. I like that. All right. As usual, everybody has the right to change a pick Sunday morning if you feel, but I'm confident that I
ain't been working out for it. I'm a chill because I didn't have to do that. Like, I put my faith in Drake, man. He out here fumbling, throwing picks. I didn't have to do that.
Yeah. That's when you put that extra leg on the ticket. Like, yo, why? Last Monday I put Xavier Worthy for 2 catches. Why? The whole ticket hit. Why did I do that?
Because he should have had 2 catches, though.
That's what I thought.
Had 2 catches.
Too much, right?
He had one. He had one, right?
He had 2. No, he had none.
He had none. After that first incomplete touchdown,
motherfucker had 2 targets. I said, shit, dude. Fuck. All right. Salute to your moms, though, dog.
Where your mom's at, man?
Where your mom's at? Before we get up out of here, any things y'all want to cover? College basketball starting. Salute to Derek Queen. 20-20 in your debut. Crazy. It is early.
This way, I mean, but if you bet this way, you hit them spreads. You gotta get them teams versus the mid majors now. See, that's Fred back. That's how you hit him.
We are degenerates. That's the first thing we think about.
Send a ticket then.
The first thing I clicked on is
at
all
27
Power
and a
5.
half.
I'm about to be looking at these matchups right now.
Yeah, 27 and a half. Bet. Any important college football before we get up out of here? Is this a good week?
Yeah, I mean, you got Alabama, LSU tonight. That's basically a playoff game.
Yeah.
Both teams got 2 losses, so I mean, 3 losses. It may be a 3-loss team that get in, but it'll only be 1 if it is. So it's really a playoff game for them. And then you got Ole Miss, Georgia.
That's the game. And you look for Maryland to lose by 40 tonight at Oregon.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
The line 23, but Oregon should beat them by like 45 points.
Damn. All right.
Hammer that line?
Yes. Maryland plus 1100. Like hammer that shit to win. Like, hammer that 23 though. It's low to me. It should be like 30, I think. It's low.
Tua brother still the quarterback? Well, they got somebody.
No, they got Edwards and he's terrible.
Damn.
But they got a kid coming next year from Spalding, Malik Washington.
Yeah.
He's every bit of that.
He
So
should change the program around. He should definitely change the program.
Where's he from?
To look for.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Baltimore.
He's from Baltimore.
Okay.
All right.
Spalding with their regular season 7-0. They outscored their opponents 319-3.
What?
Like they was that dominant.
They that tough.
Yo, before we get about here, this is random. Yo, I just found out that my old stomping grounds did not win a football game.
Yeah, they did
this year.
No, they were terrible this year, dog.
I said, yo,
Woodlawn about to be like carve out in the county.
I said, yo, what? I saw that shit. I said, yo, y'all gotta be fucking kidding me. Then it was like, yo, the worst part was none of the games was close.
No, they got blown.
Yeah,
They was getting like power drive all season.
Randallstown won their opening round home game.
But that's what make it worse because Milford is a powerhouse, not a fake powerhouse. They a real powerhouse now. And that's what make it even worse. So
shout out my boy Olin caught that L last week though.
Yeah, shout out my boy Bam. He coaches on the Randallstown varsity. And,
yeah, they smacked Central last night 45-0.
Yeah, they turning around that program. So shout out to y'all.
Salute to the Rams, yo. Like Warriors. What do y'all doing?
I don't know the Orange Mills score, but Orange Mills had a home playoff game last night too. I don't know if I think
they won. They won 42-3. They beat North Hudson.
What are we doing?
Everybody in the county doing good, but Woodlawn.
I'm not going to say what the difference is because these are kids. But I know when I was there, and I know who played.
I think Catonsville got home playoff game today against Kenwood. I think it's going on right now. I think the game's at 10 o'clock today.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But let's go to the last commercial break. Nitty Gritty. Hey, yo, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk is now on YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And while you at it, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Name the same across all platforms. Nitty Gritty Sports Talk. 3 Ravens and a Steeler. Now let's get back to the show. Good show, fellas. Good show.
Definitely.
Appreciate everybody that listens live, everybody that checks out the podcast. If you view us on YouTube, keep doing that, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Hopefully Monday, we kick this Raven Steelers shit off right with a win. With a fucking win. And the shit talk will commence. Even if we lose, I don't give a fuck.
Let's be tied up, Scott. Right? Let's go into next week tied up, right?
Let's go. 7 wins. Race to 8. Race to 8.
So no. Wait. Y'all got we 6. What are we 7-3 now? Right?
Yeah.
They 6-2.
Yeah, we beat the Commanders.
Yeah,
race to 8.
Okay.
Race to 8.
No. I need y'all.
Race to 8.
I can't deal with 8-2 skull. That might be
definitely not after we put 8 in the dirt. If we 8-2 and we putting 8 in the dirt, oh my god! I don't give a fuck if you want MVP. I don't care.
Let's go, Daniel.
Skull. Hypothetically speaking, could y'all win a shootout? You would feel comfortable y'all could win a shootout?
I would have to see one.
Like, could y'all replicate what us and the Bengals did
back and forth like that? Nah, not to that extent. I think
you just haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it because we haven't had to.
Y'all get stops for whatever reason. Like y'all do give up to yards, but when y'all get inside that 20, y'all get the stops when that feels short.
Tomorrow might be the day we see it though.
Nah, red zone defense is the best in the league.
Scott,
like we giving up.
How do you like y'all schedule? How do you like your schedule going? Like Washington, us. You play Cincinnati twice. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Dang, he played us twice in Kansas City.
Yeah.
You like that?
Love it.
Cleveland.
A lot better than I did when I first saw it. When I first saw it, I said, "Oh my God, who the hell would get this on?" But Sierra and all of that, you know, what she bring to the table, got my man playing good football. I wasn't expecting that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and act like I knew Russ was gonna be making plays down the field, not turning the ball over or taking crazy sacks. I didn't think that, but so far, it's been that. And last time I checked, y'all ain't got nobody to rush the passer, so I ain't gonna worry about that.
Oh, so you're not worried about us? That's how you feel?
I'm never worried about y'all.
Okay,
and y'all know that. I'm never like, because I take on the feelings of my coach. My coach says we respect Lamar, but we do not fear Lamar.
Get to Washington first. We'll talk about this Monday.
I'm humble. I'm a humble man. I'm a humble servant.
Right? Things can change.
I'm a humble servant, and we got to take care of business.
I'm a humble servant.
I'm a humble servant of this game. I'm a humble servant of this game, and you do not overlook anybody. So let's take care of business, and then Monday, and God forbid next Monday, the Monday after that. I forgot what I bet Senior Mitchell.
It's where we want to be. This is part of the season we want to be at, man.
I forgot what I bet Senior Mitchell.
Pittsburgh next week. What a time.
If I gotta come get a jersey from you, Keith, let me know. But
I'll drop the when I'm on my way back from that city in Western PA, I'm gonna drop the Roquan off at the house.
You gonna make me wear that? Oh God!
Yeah, you ain't putting my Lamar on. That's bad juju.
I don't want on. Oh, I would.
Matter of fact, let me see if I still got the
Harbaugh or something.
Nah, the Michael Orr. But
you
can wear my Michael Orr.
Why you get one? Why you even get one of them? You got an offensive lineman jersey that's not Ogden?
I didn't have. I just have access to it. I didn't.
You have access to one,
but I have access to one.
I didn't even know they printed those out.
Yeah, I have access to him. I mean, he was blindside.
What is that?
You're in a movie with Sandra Bullock. You gonna get your jersey You gonna get your jersey printed?
Damn, what is that? A Russell Athletic one?
Hey, yo, chill on Michael, bro.
It might got the NFL equipment sign on it. I don't even know. One of them old ones.
Yeah, all right, cool. I'm confident I won't be donning that jersey though. But everybody stay safe and be blessed. We out.
Don't use heat them overall.
Deep drop, Jackson, step, deliver.
From the start.